Welcome to Dark Horizon Creations. I'm Mike. This time we're taking a look at the world of Halo Series 3 Spartan Cavallino action figure. Now, if you hadn't already, please follow, like, and subscribe to my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get a notification of when I post new content. So here we have the Series 3 Spartan Cavallino action figure. And the Cavallino is a Gen 3 set of Mjolnir armor. It was designed from the ground up for Gen 3. The helmet was designed specifically for fire team leaders, trainers, and observers within the Spartan 4 program. You can see that he is equipped with the CQS-48 Bulldog 12-gauge shotgun. It includes a 7-round rotary magazine that is designed and produced by Miss Raya Armory. Also included in the pack is the display stand. On the back of the packaging, you have your obligatory product shots of other figures included in Series 3. Of particular note are the Elite Mercenary and Hyperius. And here's the Spartan Cavallino out of the packaging. I have to tell you guys, I was really looking forward to this action figure. When I first saw it online, I was really impressed by the design of the armor. And once I got the figure in hand, I was sort of disappointed because of the poorly applied paint apps on the head sculpt. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. You guys can see that. See all the texturing there on the visor? Looks like bubbles and bumps and things like that. On the helmet as well. And that is a result of poor quality control. I much prefer to see the metallic plastic insert on the visors like we got with the Series 1 Spartans. And I understand why they moved away from that. It's a cost-saving feature. That being said, it detracts from the overall quality of the action figure. Now, this is a really nice figure, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of attention to detail here. There's a lot of cool features about this particular figure, including the utility pouches and things like that, the design of his torso armor. There's some metallic sheen that's been applied with paint apps for the weathering and things like that. And all the way around, he's a really nice looking figure. He really is. You can see the weathering here on the back of his armor, here on the armor plating there, on his thigh armor. He's got a molded in fixed blade combat knife in a sheath. I really like that. I would like to see that on all the Spartans, as well as a molded in Mark 50 sidekick in a holster on their thigh like the soldiers have. I think that would be really cool. But overall, it's still a really nice figure. As far as articulation, his head will swivel left to right. Very limited in pivoting up and down because of his torso armor's throat guard. But I do like this armor. I like the design. I think that's really cool. Forward and lateral movement at the shoulder. Elbow swivel. Single jointed elbow. Wrist swivel. And his wrist will pivot. And again, you can see the paint apps there. Torso's on a ball joint. He also has waist swivel. Forward and lateral movement at thigh, thigh rotation, double jointed knee. Ankle will swivel and pivot. And he does include this display base. And his weapon is the CQS-48 Bulldog pump action shotgun. This is a 12-gauge shotgun, 7-round rotary magazine, and it is produced by Miss Raya Armory. And the thing that really strikes me about this that I don't like is it's made out of this soft plastic with a warping. And I've seen this before with some of the individual weapons as well as some of the lag cannons on the Warthog. And you can heat water, boil some hot water, place this in a little container for a few seconds and take it out and straighten it, and it should be good to go. And the easiest way to do that after you straighten it is put it on a flat surface like this and tape it down with masking or packing tape so that it'll set. But I'm one of those individuals that I would prefer to pay a couple of dollars more for each of these figures and get ABS plastic weapons. I just think that would be worth the cost. Now for comparison, here's the Master Chief. And you guys can see the difference in the visor. Whereas the Master Chief has the metallic plastic insert and his visor is painted. Now I will tell you that you can repaint this visor and get it close to this, but it's still not going to look the same. And the way you do that is use a gloss black for your base coat, for your primer. And you follow that up with a metallic color, such as silver or, you know, a copper color, whatever you want to use for the visor. If you could find a metallic orange, which I don't know if there's one out there because I use Apple Barrel and Folk Art craft paint. But if there's a metallic orange out there, that would work. Or you could use an Elmer's paint marker if you just wanted to go with a silver colored visor, and just use that paint marker and paint over that with it. And you wouldn't even have to apply any black paint. You could just use the paint marker itself. You would have to be extremely careful, particularly around the smaller areas on the visor, because once that paint marker covers it, it's not going to come off, even though it's acrylic paint. It would mess up the entire surface that you just painted. And here is the Mark 7 from Series 1, and you can see they also included the metallic plastic insert for their visor. And for comparison, I'll bring out a UNSC Army soldier, and you can see the difference in height. And Spartan Cavallino, of course, is going to be part of the Spartan 4 program. They're not a Spartan 2 or 3. And that attributes to their height being shorter than a Spartan 2. Still really cool figure. I do like them. If you haven't gotten this action figure yet, I recommend you pick it up. This is the rarer Spartan within the Series 3. I saw a couple of them in an area Walmart in a rural town yesterday, and I got 2 of the EODs versus buying another one of these. And I will say the head sculpt on that one looked a little better. The paint app wasn't as sloppy, so maybe this is just a one-off, you know, with a quality control issue. So guys, there you have the World of Halo Series 3 Spartan Cavallino.